My name is Steve, and welcome back to my shop and Shark Bits, episode number 36. In this episode, I'm going to do a follow-up on my last video, which was the quick and easy Mandrel build. And I got some real good feedback on it. A couple of things that I didn't think about, and one that I just plain forgot. I'm going to take you back over to the lathe, and we're going to do a little bit of an update on that. Also, this past weekend I went over 3,000 subscribers, and so we're going to have a drawing for a giveaway. I'll give you details at the end of the video. The first thing that I want to do in this session of Shark Bits is to again thank one of my viewers and contributors to the channel. And if you follow me, you'll know that I had recently purchased a Sheldon size 0 horizontal mill. It's not in the shop yet. I have it in another shop at a museum that I work at. It's stored there temporarily. Although I have been working this past weekend on cleaning the shop out and doing some reorganization to make room for it. And you'd never know it by looking around right now, but I have actually cleared about between 15 and 20 square feet. I've just got to do some reorganizing so that I can take advantage of that space. But I have a viewer by the name of Andy, and he has been buying some tooling at auction. And some of the tooling that he has had, that he's come across, has been a Brown & Sharp number 9 taper with a drawbar thread, which is what my new milling machine takes. And he came across a couple of end mill holders. It's a 1/2 inch and a 5/8, and they're actually Sheldon, made in USA, number 9 Brown & Sharp. So that's perfect. I want to eventually get set maybe 1/4 inch through, I think they make up to 3/4, and this is a great start on that. So thank you, Andy. I really appreciate it. The other thing that I got, if you've been following my S20 Stewart steam engine rebuild, needed some wrenches. I have wrenches of all different sizes. I've got a set of model making wrenches. I've got what they refer to as ignition wrenches. But when I started taking this apart, I found that it has model engineering sizes, which are BA, and I didn't have wrenches to fit a lot of those screws. So I went looking and I found a set of wrenches. I'm going to reset the camera and bring you in a little closer, show you what I got. So this is the set of wrenches that I picked up. Model engineering tools and hardware are not easy to find here in the United States. I did find these on eBay, and they were shipped to me from England. And it's a BA spanner set from 2 BA down to 11 BA. It's a pretty nice little set of wrenches. So that should round out my model engineering tools pretty well. I'm fairly well stocked with the taps and the dies and so on that are required for it. This will make it easier putting that steam engine back together. One of the things that I forgot to do, I know I always do it when I take a part out of the chuck and I plan on putting it back in, I usually mark it for the number 1 jaw so that I can put it back in the same orientation. and I did not do it this time. It was pointed out to me by one of my regular viewers, and I thank him for that, because I went back and I put the dial indicator on it, and when I had reinstalled it in the chuck, I was about 6 thousandths on the run out, which is not acceptable for what I was doing. So I have adjusted it. I turned it in the chuck until I got it down to less than 2 thousandths, which is fine. 2 thousandths is good for what I'm doing. One of the other things that was suggested to me by a couple of different viewers that made comments on this video was that I should have left it oversized, done my machining, cut my slits, and put it back in the lathe and turn it down to finished size. And I absolutely agree. That would have been the way to do it. It would have been perfect at that point. I just didn't think about it. But that's why we put this stuff out to the public and open ourselves up for comments. The reason that I made this mandrel was so that I could machine this cylinder assembly off the S50 steam engine after I did some repairs on it. And so snug it up here and put the dial indicator on it and just show you what I've got as far as accuracy now. So that's the inside bore that we're looking at, and I'm under 2 thousandths on the run out with that, and I'm fine with that. I actually don't have to machine the bore. What I do need to do is machine the outside. I know this isn't going to give an exact dimension because of the angle of the dial indicator, but you can see, let me reset the camera here so maybe you can see the dial now. There we go. The outside of this is 15 thousandths. It's actually more than that. It's over 16 thousandths. So that's one of the things that I need to straighten out. When I cut the material off of here to give myself space for the cover for the lagging that will be mounted on here, because the cylinder heads have actually been machined to the same diameter as that. So the inside is what we're machining it based on. I had intended for this video to be the silver soldering of the repairs that I'm making after removing the broken tap, but the 3,000th subscriber came up and I wanted to take care of that first. So let's go over back to the bench and I'll give you the details on my 3,000 subscriber giveaway. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of the subscribers and the viewers to my channel. It has made this very enjoyable experience. When I started this channel several years ago, I never expected to see this kind of success. Actually, my YouTube channel, if you look to see when I started the channel, it actually started about 10 years ago. And I had just been posting some mainly model railroad and some rail fanning videos, just some odds and ends of stuff, and I never really promoted the channel. I think I had about 75 subscribers when I decided to start doing the machining videos. So over the past approximately 3 years, We're now up to 3,000, and I couldn't be happier. And to celebrate, I'm going to do another giveaway. For the 3,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to be grinding up a set of the precision ground stones. This set will be the 4-inch stones, and these work really well for use or general purpose use around the shop for tooling and the smaller lathes and the items that most of the hobby machinists are using. I also have the 6-inch stones, which I have available, and they're better for the machines and for doing the beds on the mill and so on. But the small stones really are very handy. I use both sets in my shop all the time, and more often than not I pick up the small ones for smaller jobs. So I'm going to grind up a set and give them to one lucky subscriber. Very simple. For 1 week, I'll do, actually this, I'm recording this on Sunday before Thanksgiving, and I'm going to cut it off on the following Sunday, which is the Sunday following Thanksgiving. I will cut it off at midnight Eastern Standard Time in the US, and then do a drawing within a day or two of that, and then to announce the winner. To be considered for the drawing, all you have to do is send me an email with your name and address. I don't use this information for anything else. Once the drawing is over, I delete the file. I don't send out unsolicited emails or anything along that line, but it's easier for me to keep track of than trying to do the comment thing on the video. They're tough to track sometimes. So send me an email at the address which is shown here on the bottom of the screen. I'll also include it in the description for the video. Tell me that you're interested in being entered in the draw for the precision ground stones. And good luck. Well, that's going to wrap up this short episode of Shark Bits. I want to thank everybody for viewing. I particularly want to thank again all the subscribers and those of you that watch my videos, you comment, and you give me the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.